Hi everyone. Today's class I think is really prevalent to what's happening in the COVID. It's about letting go. You can see the hand letting the bird fly off free. There's a beautiful old saying, if you love something, set it free. If it comes back to you, it's meant to be. That's just a little bit of romance there, but letting go is a hard one, releasing. Non-attachment, and we speak about it all the time in our yoga classes. As yoga teachers, we say let go, and then when you think of letting go, you think, oh, okay, we're going to do a lot of twists and everything, and I don't think that twisting here helps you to unravel and to let go, but I think the whole practice of yoga is about letting go. And we know through this COVID story that we can't go back to the old. It didn't serve us. So things have got to change. And so letting go is really about our willingness to change and to change our opinions as well. If you think about a couple of years ago when you were very passionate about something, and then suddenly maybe today you don't have that same passion, you don't even think it's that important, because we change our minds. And I don't think that we ever stop growing until we till we die. So if we can keep ourselves open to allowing ourselves to expand, and that's what the practice really of letting go is. It's more of a practice of allowing yourself to expand into a new way of being. And when you let go, you don't want to let go with anger or frustration, or it's got to go out, because everything that's come into you has come for you. You're not a victim. Everything has happened for you. So you want to be grateful for the lessons. And sometimes it's really hard to say that, because sometimes the lessons are really, really, really harsh. And it's easy to talk and not so easy to do. But that's where the growth comes. That's where the letting go comes in its complete completion, in its magnificence, and to say that we move, we change, we shift, we grow, we realize. And that is what life's about. It's helping us to understand the bigger picture. So let's make today's class a dedication. One of the yamas is a parigraha, non-attachment. So non-attachment to anything really, because nothing is permanent. Change is always inevitable. So bringing your hands into prayer at your heart, pushing your thumbs into your heart and bowing your head to your heart. And if you gaze into the space of your heart, that's where your Jiva Atman resides, that individual little space that is you, that is connected to pure consciousness, that is pure divine consciousness. And allow yourself to come from that space of your heart. Really feel that, because this is the space that we wish to expand in our practice, and what the practice is really about. We say that yoga is a practice of the heart. What does that mean? It means that we expand the space of consciousness within us, and we don't hold on to anything. We allow life to flow through us with no holding on, no going down any rabbit holes, no attachments, just pure flow of life through us. And with that we love more deeply, we understand more completely. So breathe into your heart and just sense this beautiful space of your heart. And then slowly release, bring your hands onto your knees, inhale, bring that heart forward, exhale, squeeze and round. I love starting a class like this. It's very traditional for me. Often do start a class like this. It feels very familiar, but it's lovely. It's a cat-cow seated, and it's about starting to bring the awareness into your Sushumna Nadi, your spine, and bringing the awareness into your chakras. And we want all of these chakras to be flowing, unblocked, so that there's just this continual flow of energy, of wisdom, of knowing, and that comes through the breath as well. So lovely big inhales and equally long, slow exhales. On your next inhale forward, bring your palms forward and just take a lovely big stretch here. Push your two sit bones into the floor and lengthen up through your spine. Firm your hands on the floor, so feel your hands pushing into the floor. I'm not going so far. I'm just really wanting to feel that spine, and then visualize that golden ball of light at the base of your spine. Yogananda's very simple Kriya technique that adds soul years to your life. So inhale, done with intent. Inhale that ball of light up your spine, creating a beautiful column of light. Hold it in the third eye and crown for a moment, and then exhale and allow it down. Keep doing this until you feel that your spine becomes a hollow bamboo reed filled with golden light, and that each chakra is being filled with the light, opening up to limitless potential, opening up to new ways of thinking, new ways of being. I know for myself during this whole COVID experience that I've grown, that I've changed my mind, that I've changed my opinions, that I've opened up, that I've learned more. So that yoga has taught me more over this period. And I'm sure it will continue to teach me more if I live a soul year. A soul year is not a year in human form, it's a year in awareness. Can we be mindful and aware? And then lengthening a little bit further, see if you can go just a little bit further. Keep the Kriya going, keep the breath going up and down the spine, creating a beautiful sense of space up the spine. And really feeling that opening, that flow of energy up and down your spine. And then slowly, slowly, slowly come back one vertebra at a time. And hopefully you feel like a whole bunch longer. Change the cross of your feet. I'm going to start with a very simple twist. Yes, twisting does help us let go. It helps us unravel. Take your right hand to your left knee and your left hand behind you. Lift up nice and tall. And then bringing your right side, your Pingala, through to the left. So you can feel that meridian crossing at each, starting in the right and crossing at each chakra. So twisting, they say, unravels the brain. It's in our brain centers that we hold on to. We become very pedantic about, oh, it is this way and it is this way and it has to be like this. And if you can really go deeply into the twist, it doesn't matter. Yeah, what does it matter? Because you know what, maybe in a year's time you're going to completely change your mind. So what's the use of getting really pedantic and upset and righteous about something? Dogma. So just let that brain center unravel with love. And then slowly come back to center and feel. Pause for a moment, let your spine adjust, and then we go to the other side. Left hand onto right knee, and now we're bringing Ida through, the feminine energy. Lift up nice and tall and feel. So everywhere that Pingala crossed, Ida crosses, so you get that beautiful spiral going up the spine, crossing at each chakra. And then the Sushumna Nadi lengthens all the way up through the center, and that's that serpent energy. And then again, breathe the Kriya, like that serpent energy, up the spine. You really want to feel that your spine is completely open in a beautiful column of light. And then slowly come back. Pause for a moment. Let's go forward again and see if there's a different awareness in our spine. See if there's a different awareness in our bodies as we stretch forward. Really firmly pushing the palms into the floor and then pushing back into the two sit bones. Now use your bandhas as you lift that ball of light up your spine and feel Ida and Pingala crossing at each chakra and feel a sense of awakening in your spine. A sense of really opening yourself up to new possibilities. So letting go allows you to open up to new possibilities, new ways of thinking, new ways of being. And then slowly come back, one vertebra at a time, and just notice if it doesn't feel just a tad different as you come back to your seated position. Let's come onto our hands and knees. Bring your palms underneath your shoulders and your knees underneath your hips. We're going to go into cat-cow again, and we're going to really use this ball of light. Do it with intention, with love, as you inhale it up the spine to the crown of the head. And then as you exhale, you squeeze and round. Now feel that energy moving up and down your spine as you inhale. Make your breath really big. Let the breath move you. So it's almost like you're not moving yourself. The breath is moving you. Life is flowing through you. And as it flows through you, it makes new ways of being. It opens up new awarenesses. Remember that the prana that comes in on the wings of your breath is not only life force energy, but it's wisdom, it's love, it's inner knowing, it's infinite possibility. So what are you going to take from this prana? What are you going to open yourselves up for? Big inhale, and on your next exhale, take it back into child's pose. Breathe into it. And just sense your spine is now beautiful and long. Take one palm and then bring the other palm on top of it on your sacrum. Inhale, come up and open your heart. Touch the sky. Exhale, come down. Inhale, come up and open. Touch the sky. Exhale, come down. Inhale, come up and open. Exhale, down. Draw this column of light up. Feel your spine, stay there, and come back into prayer. Take for a moment, open your knees a little bit, take your hands behind you and push yourself into a very gentle, open-hearted back bend. Very gentle. It's the first back bend of the class, we're not forcing it, but we want to take our awareness into our heart and get an awareness of how the heart feels. Remember that we are opening up the Purusha in ourselves, the divine Shiva Atman, that soul, that essence. And yoga works on all our koshas, all our shis, to reveal the very essence of ourselves. And we need to let go in order to reveal. Can't hold on to ideas, otherwise new ideas won't come in. And then slowly come back. Release, bring your hands forward, drop your forehead down, lift your two sit bones, squeeze your shoulder blades together. And really let that heart draw down into the earth. Use gentle bandhas here, and again feel this awareness of the spine opening. Breathe. And then slowly come back. Sit on your tushies. Bring your left foot out and your right foot in. Find your two sit bones. So again, we're going to go into a twist that opens your heart at the same time. So taking your left hand onto your right knee, pushing your left hip back. Let's go into the twist. So you don't want to come forward, guys. You want to push down onto this left hip. Now again, you're moving into Ida. So feel that meridian twisting. Feel it twisting from the hips all the way up, spiraling up, touching each chakra as it goes up. And then feel the column of light, the spine, as it's long. Get this awareness that you're in a twist. And then bring your awareness to your heart chakra. And feel your heart chakra. And now keeping this awareness, bring your left hand to the inside of your leg and bring your right arm up and open your heart. Open your heart. Keep your heart opened. Keep the left side coming through and the right side going back as you bring this arm behind you. Doesn't matter how far up it is. If it's here, it's perfect. Lift your chest. Breathe. Now feel that there's a twist happening. So you're gently unraveling the brain center. The twist happening from left to right. The heart is open through the side of the chest. And you're breathing into your shape. So allowing the yoga to do us. Allowing the pose to do us. Keep drawing that left shoulder through. You can even bring your palm forward so that we get a little bit of a bigger twist here. Use your bandhas. Now draw that ball of light up your spine and back down again. Such a simple kriya, but so powerful. A kriya is a breathing technique.
Inhale, draw it up, and exhale, bring it down. Feel your leg, feel the pose, feel your space, feel you, and have a willingness to open yourself to infinite new possibilities. And then slowly inhale, bring this arm up. Exhale, release, take your hand under your knee. Come back to your seated position and feel. Feel. So we're evoking Vrigmaya Kosha, your intelligence body, your emotional body, in the feeling aspect of going deeper into what yoga does for us. And we have to be willing to let go in order to allow ourselves to open more. So you could have done a pose so many times, and in your willingness to really receive more, you'll find so much more in that pose. Just when you think you know a pose, you realize that it's still got so much to teach you. And then slowly release. But if you think you know it, then you ain't gonna learn. So push your feet, your hips down. Take your right hand this time onto your left knee. And now find that Pingala meridian. You are squeezing and twisting in the opposite direction, going from right to left. So feel it spiraling up your spine. Get that awareness. Feel your Sushumna nice and long, your column of light. Breathe into it. Soften your brain center and smile into your brain center, because you know, it's that thinking mind, those vritti, and those fluctuations of our minds that create so much of our suffering. So really feel that you're allowing your mind to unwind, letting go. You don't have to think of, I'm letting go of this or that. Just the willingness to let the bird fly like the picture above. To let the mind fly free like that bird. And then bring your hand by your side, lift up. So there's a freedom. There's a freedom here. Open your arm, open your heart, and bring your arm over. Now again, you're bringing that right side through. Don't worry if you're here, you can still. In fact, some of us that are down, we can get more of an opening if we're here. So really feel that and then go down again. Breathe into it. Bring your right palm forward so that you're bringing that right shoulder through and the left shoulder back. Push down into your left hip. Let the pose do you. It's a beautiful awareness. So there's the twisting open heart here. And then again, feel that Sushumna Nadi and feel that the spine is becoming so open and so flowy with beautiful golden energy. Take a few more lovely, long, slow, deep breaths. Your breath is so important in your practice. The deeper you breathe, the more you're going to open. The more you're going to bring intelligence, wisdom, love, all the good stuff into you. So breathe. Inhale, lift your arm up. Exhale, release. Take your hand underneath your knee and bring your foot in and come back to your seated position. Lift up nice and tall and bring yourselves forward. Feel, guys, feel the space that has been created in your bodies, the openness. So we haven't done anything major as yet. We've just done very gentle stretches, very gentle openings. But you can feel how the willingness of the body to open up to new possibilities. And then slowly come back. Sit nice and tall just for a moment and experience yourselves. And then come again onto your hands and knees. Bring your right foot forward between your hands and bring yourselves up. Curl your tailbone, lift your belly, bring your hands into prayer. Pause for a moment and feel, breathe into it. So we're going to sink a little bit forward and we're going to take our left elbow to the outside of our right knee. We're going to push our palms together and we're going to twist. So we're still very much in a little kind of square shape and we're just twisting. Find the length of your spine. Okay, twist and breathe. Now come back up again. Walk your foot a little bit more forward. Come deeper into it. So you're coming forward and come into the twist now with a slightly longer spine. And feel. And now also have a willingness to soften through the thigh. To let go through the thigh. Breathe and allow whatever sensations are coming from the thigh to come from the thigh. Breathe into it. And then slowly let go. Bring your hands down and simply bring this foot back and bring the other one up. So first we start with the hips over, very much in a square, bringing your hands. This is very good for your thigh because it creates a pressure on your thigh, makes your thigh hold the weight of you, and then you're holding the weight in a twist. So twist your way around, breathe, feel, and then slowly come up. Walk your foot forward. Sink down. So you're getting a nice stretch through your quad. And twist again. Breathe. So twisting is also incredibly wonderful for our digestion. And what is our digestion about? It's about letting go. So as we twist, we're releasing all the old. And then slowly release, hands down, foot back into your tabletop, coming into our first down dog of the class. Inhale into your cat, and let's make it a wide-legged down dog. Stretch it back. Now feel your down dog. Fall in love with your down dog. Breathe into your down dog. You're going to take your right palm and push it heavy into the floor. Then you're going to take your left hand to the outside of your knee. You're just going to allow a gentle twist here. Let the head be long, let the spine be long. You're twisting again from left to right. Really see if you can go deeply. So to help you, push your left heel down and gently lift your right heel just a little bit so that you can pull yourself a little bit further around. So twisting in down dog, feeling it, breathing into it, connecting with it, and connecting with that column of light, your sushumna. And then slowly release and come back into your child's pose. Take a moment. Breathe, sense, feel. We want to look for the shifts in our practice. And that's what keeps bringing us back to our mat. Every time we come back to our mat, we find a shift. When we're going through anything, I know for myself, when I'm going through something in my life and I show up on my mat with integrity, with intention, it shifts. My awareness shifts. I open. And then slowly come back up. Down dog, other side. So, coming back into your down dog. Okay, pushing your left palm into the floor, bringing your right hand to the outside. Now push down heavy into your right foot and just a little bit of a raise of that left heel so that you can pull yourself deeper through and get a deeper twist here in the down dog. Breathe into it. Breathe and sense and feel. Become aware. Let the pose, the asana, do you. Release, come back into your down dog and hold it for a moment. Walk your feet up towards your hands. Walk your hands to your feet and just hang in, standing forward bend. Let yourself hang down. Crown of the head reaching towards the earth. Spine long and dangling. And then keeping your chin in, slowly roll up. When you get to the top, roll your shoulder blades. Good. Keep your feet the width of the mat. Take your hands onto your knees. Again, we're going to do the cat-cow.
So we're going to inhale and open and lift and draw that column of light up. And exhale, squeeze, tuck it up and under. Inhale, open. Exhale, up and under. Inhale, open. Exhale, up and under. And last time, inhale, open. Stay there. Take your left shoulder to your right knee. Okay. Keep your back nice and straight. Don't let one knee come out in front of the other. Take your left hand to the outside of your right knee and twist. Lengthen your spine and then bring your right hand up into the sky. If your neck allows you, you look up. Otherwise, you look straight to the side. Breathe. See how low you can go. Bend, breathe, twist. The lower you go, the deeper the twist. Breathe. Don't let one knee. Push your knees against an imaginary wall so the knees are even. And then slowly release and come back into the forward bend. Take a deep inhale, everybody, and sigh it out. Let it go. Notice how you're feeling. What is happening? And then slowly come up. One vertebra at a time, chin in, roll your shoulder blades. So we're letting go. We are letting go into infinite new possibilities. And trust me, you never ever stop growing and you never stop changing and allowing those beautiful changes to happen if you're willing to do it. Inhale, open. Exhale, squeeze and round. Inhale, open, feel the Sushumna Nadi. So you're wanting your chakras to be open and flowy. So we're twisting a lot today, so we really just keep going back to the cat and cow and that kriya of drawing that light so that the spine is nice and long. Keep that going now. Now you take your right shoulder to your left knee. Remember the legs are even and the knees are even. Then you take this hand, this right hand, over to the outside of the left leg. Draw yourselves round from right to left. Nice flat back. Lift your arm up. Go as deeply down as you can. But let your tushy and your heart be in the same line. Breathe. Breathe into it, guys. Big breaths. Few more lovely big breaths. Good. Release your hands. Straighten your legs. Come into the forward fold. Wide forward fold. Uttanasana. Good. Walk your hands forward. Walk your feet back. Come back into your down dog and feel. Breathe. Drop onto your knees. Take child's pose. Experience the willingness to let the twists unravel and to allow on each time you come back to a child's pose or a pose of rest, new energy to flow through you. Inhale, come up. Exhale, down dog. Bring your right foot forward between your hands. Your left foot is going to be a little bit out to the side. We're coming into Virabhadrasana 1. The foot is facing towards the front edge of the left side. And inhale, up you come into Warrior 1. Okay, make your stance nice and long. Be sure that your back leg is nice and firm. Curl your tailbone, lift your arms up. Feel yourself rooted into the earth. Breathe into it, guys. Breathe. See if you can sink a little deeper. Lift your heart. Good. Bring your arms behind you. Interlace your fingers and squeeze your shoulder blades together. Bring your torso between your legs. And down you come. Breathe. Let your head hang. Push your weight evenly into both feet.
Keeping your feet grounded, keeping your belly nice and firm. Release your hands. Come back into your warrior one. Breathe. Lift your heart. Sink deeper. Big inhale. Exhale, come down. Tuck your toe under and come back into plank. Breathe into it. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Big inhale. Exhale, come back into your down dog. Okay, so your left foot is going to come forward between your hands. Your right foot is going to flatten with your toes facing the front corner of your right mat on the right. Inhale up into warrior. Virabhadrasana. Breathe. Push into that back leg. Lift. Feel a sense of strength because it takes courage to change. It takes courage and willingness to let go, to move into something new. And change, the one thing we can be guaranteed of in life is change. Who would have thought that we would all be in lockdown and going through this whole story? Breathe. Bring your hands behind you. Interlace with the other finger in front. Roll your shoulder blades together and come to the inside of your leg. Lift your arm up. Breathe into it. Imagine that you're pushing your mat long. So your front foot is pushing forward, your back foot is pushing back. Breathe. Just allow the pose to do you. Interesting. Just feel the feelings, the experiences, the awarenesses of being in this type of warrior. It's like a surrendered warrior. Release your hands. Inhale, come back into warrior. Breathe. Big inhale. Exhale, come down. Tuck your back toe under and come back into plank. Hold it. Breathe. Breathe. Drop onto your knees. Take child's pose. Notice, feel. We're moving slowly. We're moving with a lot of awareness. A lot of awareness. Okay. Inhale up. Exhale down dog. Okay. Coming into triangle. Bring your left foot forward between your hands. And now, taking your right hand, slowly cartwheel yourselves up. We're going to come straight into reverse triangle. So bring your hands out to the side, lift, and come into tabletop. Pull your left hip back, your right hip forward. Bring your right palm down. If you've got a block and you want to put your block here, just going to grab it to show you. You're welcome. Helps a little bit. And then, or hand on the floor or hand on your leg. So, before you go anywhere, pull your left hip back, your right hip forward. Drop your right shoulder down. Twist. Keep your hand on your hip so that you get the twist. And then lift up. So we Pavrita Trikonasana, revolved triangle. This three-dimensional world, we're letting go. Breathe. Straighten the front leg as much as you can. Push down or up from the floor and then twist. Breathe. Release. Come back. Let go. Tuck your back toe under and come back into down dog. Stretch it out. Make down dog your rest pose now. Take a few breaths here. Feel, connect. Okay, your right foot is going to come forward between your hands. Your left foot is going to flatten and you're going to come up into triangle. Revolve yourself around. Lift. Pull this right hip back. Come into your tabletop. Again, your hand can be on the floor, it can be here, or it can be on a block. pull your right hip back, squeeze that back thigh, drop your left shoulder, lift your right shoulder. Breathe, guys. Pull that hip back, that right hip back. Feel this revolving. Feel, so it's a huge pose because it is a twist in a triangle. Breathe into it, feel it, connect, and then slowly release. Bring your hands back down again, come back into down dog, but make it a wide-legged down dog and make it a little bit shorter. Okay, pushing your palms into the floor. Lift your left palm off the floor. Push heavy into your left foot and lift your right leg off the floor. Polarity. So you're finding the polarity and then see how high you can lift the leg and the arm. Release, come back. So we're taking ourselves out of polarity into oneness by focusing in on polarity. Lift your left foot off the floor, your right arm. Breathe. So you might just be here. That's okay. Wherever you are, release and come back into child's pose. Stretch it out, feel. Open your knees wide and have your big toes touching. Bring your arms forward and take a lovely big stretch here. Really get this awareness. And then slowly come up. So we're going to do the ultimate twist, where we twist the legs in one direction and the arms in the other direction. Okay. So, taking your right shoulder, drop it underneath your left and your shoulder and taking the palm to the left. Watch your neck. Pushing your left palm into the floor, lift your left elbow. So you're feeling now a twist with the arm from right to left. Notice that. Then stretch your left leg away from you, the top of the foot is on the floor, and bring it all the way over to the right side. Now your right leg is going in the opposite direction to your left leg is going in the opposite direction to your right palm. And if I'm getting it all wrong, you know it's wonderful because it's discombobulating my whole mind. So left leg is going to right, right arm is going to left. And it's a double spiral. So feel this. Twist into it. And now really feel the twist. This awareness of the twist. Breathe. Hold it and breathe. Alright, slowly come back. Unwind. And come back into child's pose and just feel. So that's a complete double twist, like one person was at the one end of a towel and another person was another, and we go in opposite ways to release the moisture. So wringing out a towel, wringing out your own spine, wringing out your bodies. Your digestive system should work very well, my loves, after this class, so that's one good thing. But also hopefully your ability to let go, to be willing to change your mind, to be willing to look at things from a different perspective. You know, you think you know, like I was saying the triambicum for so many years, and suddenly when one night I just found a deeper meaning to it, and I was prepared to let go of my old ideas on it to grow into the new. And who knows, maybe they'll reveal more to me. So it's like when you read a page for the first time, you think, oh, that's what it means. But then maybe you read it again, or a poem, and then you suddenly say, well, wow, I didn't see that. And it's your ability to open up, to let go of thinking that you know, to be opening up to new possibilities. That's where the happiness, the miracles, the shifts, the changes, the awarenesses, the ahas happen. Come back up. We're going to go to the other side. So, left shoulder down. Watch your neck. Don't let your neck be scrunched. Right palm down, right arm up. Take your right leg, stretch it out. So you're feeling the left palm go to the right. Now take the right leg all the way over to the left. Squeeze your belly, squeeze your waist, squeeze your thoracic. Breathe in and feel like you are just presenting yourself in the pose, and you allow the pose to do you. It's a huge twist. It's a double twist. Feel it, connect with it, enjoy it. Really allowing yourself to free yourself. It's up to us how much we let go, how much we're willing to shift, to change, to grow. Because then life happens truly for us. When we can rephrase, see the bigger picture, and see that everything is in divine order. Release, bring this knee round, come back up, and take yourselves once more into a child's pose. Just noticing. Come back up onto your hands and knees, tuck your toes under, and push back into final, I think, down dog of the class. And just letting the spine unravel. And now find that column of light and breathe down. So you've got the ball in the base of the spine, and you breathe down to the crown of the head, and then you breathe back up again. You breathe down, and then as you exhale, you push it back up. And you feel the spine now so open, the sushumna so open, each chakra open. And then slowly release and come onto your backs. Keep your knees bent. If you've got a strap, it's really nice to do bridge pose with a strap. So if you've got one, take it. If not, you can interlace your fingers underneath, so it's fine. Okay, so bending your knees, lying down. If you've got a strap, walk your hands towards the strap. This gives you a little bit extra. Push your feet into the floor, curl your tailbone, lift your hips up, keep your belly nice and firm, roll your shoulder blades, and feel like you're pulling yourself towards your feet, but then simultaneously you're opening your heart. And pushing those feet down, open your heart. And pushing the feet down, open the heart. And really feel that this is where it all comes from, where we can find more of ourselves in ourselves, this journey of the self through the self, utilizing the self. It's all about discovering yourself, your true self, in your heart. And that opens when you are willing to let it expand. So feel. Breathe. Hold it and breathe deeply. Good. And then slowly release down. Keep your legs where they are for a moment. So we're doing 2 back bends here. Release the strap if you were using it. Take your hands underneath your tushy, coming into fish. Bring your thumbs together, palms down, stretch your legs away from you, come onto your elbows, lift your chest, bring your head down. Now this is the pose for you. If you want to challenge yourselves today or make it a little bit more, you can lift your legs up. Only if your back is fabulous and there's no strain on the back, and you've got to use your belly. Most important thing though is that your heart is opening and your throat is opening. Communication with yourself, so feel your throat opening. Breathe into it. Release, drop the knees, drop the head, release, and just come into a mini Shavasana for a moment. Feel. So this communication that we allow to happen with ourselves is so important. We're going to do another fish pose because it's really about opening also your throat chakra. Bridge pose squishes your throat chakra, which is great. Now, fish pose opens it. So bend your knees again, take your hands underneath, thumbs touching, stretch those legs out, come onto your forearms, drop your head, keep nice and firm, stay here, or if you want you can lift your legs. Up to you, breathe. Open your throat, open your heart. Really about finding the space of Shiva Atman. Rock the legs, flatten the head, release, come back into mini Shavasana. Just breathe here for a moment. Feel this awareness. Let yourself completely melt. Let yourself process all the twists, all the letting goes. And now drawing beautiful divine light into you. Feel your heart completely open. So beautifully opened. Few more breaths. Just allowing. And then bending one knee and then the other. Hug your knees to you and roll up to a seated position. With twisting, it's really important to do Nadi Shodhana, alternate nostril. So when you bring yourself to a comfortable position, when you twist, you moving into the polarity of the meridians, the Ida and the Pingala. Okay, when Ida goes, it starts at the left and goes up your spine, crossing at each chakra, going into your left nostril and affecting your right brain. So that's why the left side of your body is feminine and the right brain is your more intuitive, creative brain, because of this polarity of left and right. Okay, then when Pingala, the masculine starts, it starts at the right, goes up, crosses, comes to the right nostril and goes to the mathematical thinking left brain. When we do Nadi Shodhana, we bypass this left and right hemisphere of our brain by bringing the breath in through the opposite nostril, but not to the opposite brain, to the center, to the one eye, to the third eye. So we take ourselves out of duality and into oneness. And twisting has unraveled this brain so that the left and the right are like letting go. And now we want to bring ourselves into the realization of the oneness. So what I want you to do just for a second is to bring your palms forward and come into your gentle stretch the same way as you began the class. But this time take your right palm a little bit more forward than your left and push into your left sit bone. So I want you to feel an X, a polarity, between your right middle finger and your left sit bone. So there's a cross, an X. It crosses at your heart. Feel that? Then walk your right fingers back and walk your left fingers a little bit more forward. And now feel from your left middle finger to your right sit bone, that polarity, that cross, from left middle finger to right sit bone. And then walk both fingers even. And now feel this cross, right middle finger to left sit bone, left middle finger to right sit bone. And now feel your spine crossing that X. The X crosses at your heart. And feel your spine intersecting and moving up. And do a few more of those kriyas that we've been doing throughout the whole class. So lifting that ball of light up your spine through to the crown of your head and releasing it back down again. And feeling your spine nice and long. Just one more breath here. And then on your next inhale, come slowly up and keep your eyes closed as you come into the sense of a very long spine. can't do the same side as you, so can't remember the word, I've lost my mind. Take your left hand into Jnana Mudra, your right hand into Vishnu, where you take the two fingers, the middle finger and the first finger, and do a gentle indentation on your third eye, and the thumb and the ring finger on that little indentation. Sit nice and tall and feel. And now take a lovely, long, slow, deep inhale through both nostrils and focus your awareness on your one eye, Ajna. Block, hold and block the breath. Lift the thumb and breathe out to at least 20 centimeters below your nostril on the right side. Inhale, lift up through the right side. Hold, block, focus, sense, feel. You might see a column, you might see light, you might see purple, you might even see an eye. Lift the ring finger and breathe out the left side. Long, slow exhale, long, slow inhale up the left side. Hold, focus, feel. Turn that gaze upward into this higher self, this intuition. Lift the thumb and breathe out the right side. Inhale up the right side. Hold, block gently, focus. Lift the ring and breathe out the left side. Continue on your own and see if you can make the breath as long and as effortless as possible, and sense the breath within the breath. And when you hold, sense Ajna Chakra. Sense that space of oneness. Sense the space where we let go of the old thoughts and allow in new thoughts, where we come into oneness beyond right and wrong, up and down, good and bad, masculine and feminine. The third eye is beyond that. It's the one eye, it's the one center where everything comes into oneness, where there actually are no opinions. It just is one, where there is limitless possibility and there is no right answers or wrong answers. There's just your growth, wherever you are at this moment in time. It's your growth if you allow yourselves to be open to moving deeper and deeper into oneness, letting go of duality and moving into oneness. Few more breaths, coming deeper and deeper. On your last exhale to the left, don't rush it, bring the palm down, and now just breathe into your shape. Feel this moment in time, and feel yourself like a bird, free, that you can take flight in any direction you wish, that you can bring in any energy that you wish, that you can truly feel the freedom of letting go and sensing. There's so much out there, there's so many beautiful possibilities, there's so many ahas. So allow yourself to feel that freedom of aha, wow. Just take a few more lovely, long, slow, deep breaths into your shape, into you. And then slowly bring your hands into prayer at your hearts. Bow your heads to your hearts. And it's the Jiva Atman coming together with the awareness of the third eye that brings us into knowing. And in that knowing, it's the nothing that we know that is so profoundly amazing and incredible and expansive. So allow yourself to explore infinite possibilities, from
my heart to each and every one of you. Thank you for coming on the journey with me. Have a beautiful day. Namaste.